Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melissa and I'm always here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, and every other Sunday. I talk about true crime, I talk about missing children, and I also talk about important topics that I don't think that we have talked about enough. So yes, I'm sorry that I'm loading up this late. If y'all can see, my background is not my window, but that's because I'm sitting somewhere else. But today's case is one of these cases that it was unsolved, but now it's solved, and I've never done a video to where the case that I was going to talk about was unsolved and then solved. So this case, I think a lot of people have heard of it. It did happen a long time ago, but it updated a couple of days ago, I want to say. I don't remember exactly when, but this case is solved. But I still want to do this case. I'm so happy that this man, they finally know who he was, and I think they've been knowing he was the person since day one of the crimes. They just didn't have enough DNA back then to charge him. But even though he's already dead, and I guess the family, already have answers, and the girls cannot finally rest in peace. So before I start my videos, I like to do poems. So if you like any of those, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you could be notified. So we're just gonna start with the poem of the day today. Oh, yo, guys, so read. When you really think about it, if you don't think so, oh wait, wrong one. That was yesterday's. Monday's. I smile because I'm not okay. I smile because I don't want you to think that there's something wrong. I smile because I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I smile because my depression is so deep and my anxiety is so strong. I don't want anyone to notice. So that is the poem of the day. So today we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be talking about one of these cases that I think a lot of people were ready to be solved, and it's already solved. So we're going to be talking about the Oklanoma Girls Scoot murders. And guys, I'm telling you, this is like the first time I've ever done a case that I was so close to doing it and it just got solved. So let's go ahead and talk about it, and let's see. Okay, sorry guys, I usually always have my phone prepared on my screen, but so the Oklanoma Girls Scoot murders are solved murders case that occurred on the morning of June 13 of 1977 at a camp because in Myers County, Oklahoma, United States. The victims were 3 girls Scoot between the ages of 8 and 10 who were raped, murdered. Their bodies had been left. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I should have done a warning. I'm sorry. I need to get used to doing these type of warnings, but this involves rape. So if you're sensitive to that topic, you go ahead and click out. Okay. Their bodies had been left on a trail leading to the showers, about 150 yards, 140 meters from their tent of summer camp. The case was classified as a solved when Jenny Learhart, a local escapee with a history of violence, was arrested. However, Hart was acquitted in March of 1979 after a jury unanimously returned a verdict of not guilty. In 2022, it was announced that the DNA testing in this case, although officially inclusive, strongly suggests Hart's involvement on the crime. So like I said, they all knew from day one that it was him, but they didn't have enough evidence to even prove back then that it was him. They knew it, but they didn't have evidence to prove it. Sorry guys, I'm drinking my Coca-Cola. Less than 2 months before the murders, during an upside training session, a counselor at Camp Scott discovered that her belongings had been ransacked and her donuts had been stolen. Inside the empty donut hole box was handwritten notes stating in capital letters, "We are on a mission to kill 3 girls in 10-1." The director of the camp session treated the note as a prank, and it was discharged. So we're going to talk about the discovery and everything. At around 7 p.m. on Sunday, June 12, 1977, the night before camp started, a thunderstorm hit the area and the girls huddled in their tents. Among them were Lori Lee Farmer, 8, Doris Denise Milner, 10, and Michele Heather Cost, 9. The girls were all resident in the Broken area, Oklahoma, a suburb of Tulsa. They were sharing tent number 8, the camp's Kuya unit, which was located the furthest from the camp counselor tent, and particularly observed by the showers for the camp. At around 6 a.m. on June 13, a camp counselor on her way to the shower found a girl's body in her sleeping bag in the forest. It was soon discovered that all 3 girls in tent number 8 had been murdered. Their bodies had been left on the trail leading to the showers about 150 yards from their tent. Subsequent testing shows that they had been raped, bludgeoned, and strangled. A large red flashing lights was found on top of the girls' bodies, and fingerprints was found in the lens, but it has never been identified. A footprint from a 9.5 shoe size also found in the blood in the tent. Between 2:30 and 3 a.m. in June 13, a landowner reported hearing a quiet bit of traffic in a remote area near the camp. Camp Scott was evaluated and was later shut down. Suspect Jenny Lear Hart was born November 27 of 1953 and June 4 of 1979. I guess he was, not that he was born, but he was active from 1953 to 1979. Has been at large since 1973 after escaping from the Meigs County Jail. So he was there in November 27 through June 20. I'm confused, y'all, but he escaped. Okay, let's just go with that. After escaping from the Milner jail, he had been convicted of kidnapping and raping 2 pregnant women, as well as 4 counts of first-degree burglary. Based about a mile from Camp Scott, Hart, a member of the Chicuri Nation, and was arrested within a year at the home of Cleveland medicine man. He was represented by Gavin A. Eastgate, a local Oklahoma attorney. He was tried in March of 1979, although the local sheriff pronounced himself 1,000% certain that Hart was guilty. Of a local jury acquitted him. As a convicted rapist in jail escape, Hart still had 135 years of his 308-year sentence left to serve in the Oklahoma State Penitentiary. On June 4th of 1979, Hart collapsed and died of a heart attack at the age of 35 after about an hour of lifting weights and jogging in the prison exercise yard. 2 of the families later sued the Magic Empire Counseling and its insurer for $5 million in alleged negligence. The several trial included discussions of the threatening note and the fact that the tent number was 86 yards from the council tent in 1985 by a 9.3 vote. Jury decided for a Magic Empire. In 1989, DNA testing was conducted that showed 3 of the 5 probes matches Hart's DNA, specifically DNA from 1 and a negative Americans would obtain these results. In 2008, authorities conducted the new DNA testing in stains found in a pillowcase, the results of which proved inclusive because the samples were too detrained to obtain DNA profile. In 2017, 3,000 in donations were raised by the sheriff in order to do new DNA tests using the last FSIMS testing. In 2022, authorities made public that the DNA evidence strongly suggesting Hart involvement. Sheriff Mike Reeds of Mayor County said, "Unless something new comes up, something brought to the light we're not aware of, I am convinced where I'm sitting of Hart guilt and involvement in this case." Reeds said the results of the DNA test had been known since 2019, but did not go public with the finding until asked to do so by the victims' families. Reach Guest, the father of one of the 3 victims, went on to help the state legislature pass the Oklahoma Victims Bill of Rights. He also helped found the Oklahoma Crime Victims Compensation Board. Another parent, Sherry Father from Farm, found the Oklahoma chapter of Parents of Murdered Children Support Group. In 1993, documentary called Some Cry for the Children, the Girl Scout Murders, based on the book of the same name by Michael and Dick Rickson. The documentary is narrated by Daley Robertson and Johnny Cash. It was directed by Michele Wilkerson. A 4-part ABC News documentary series about the case is expected to be released on Hulu around the 45th anniversary of the crime on June 13, although no official release date have been publicized. And that is the case of these murders. I'm so happy, y'all. Y'all have no idea how happy I am. Yes, he's dead, but they finally have answer. And the fact that they've been knowing this from day one that he did it. I mean, who else would have done it? I mean, And that's the thing. I think that's what the parents did, what they were supposed to do. Why would you have one tent, although especially with 3 girls? Like who does that? That doesn't make sense in nobody in my head. Like, why would you have all these tents and you have one that is further away from the other tents? In my mind, when you're sleeping outside, I know it's camp, you're supposed to have them, at least all of them together. Yes, it's gonna be weird to walk around, but at least they're all safe. And y'all didn't do that, and 3 girls lost their lives for that. And I'm not blaming the camp people. I'm not doing that, but it's just sad. And hopefully they, hopefully something changes better there. I'm glad that the family has answers, and I'm glad that the girls now can rest in peace, knowing that they caught the man that not caught the man, but now they know, the family knows who did it, and the girls finally to rest in peace as well. Because even though he was dead, would they be resting in peace? Even because we don't know who he was, even though we knew who he was and they've been knowing who he was. I don't know, this case is so sad, but I'm happy that they got answers. And if the family sees the video, I'm so grateful for y'all to get answers, and now y'all could put the rest, rest in peace, and know that some type of justice got done. So I will see y'all later.